think it was the early 90s, I saw a advertisement in the local JCC that said there's a master's team, which was the first time I had ever heard that there was a master's team, and there were going to be tryouts in New York. So I signed up, flew up there, knew no one, checked into a hotel, got involved in the tryout process, was fortunate enough to be picked, and that was the beginning of it. The thing about that one, which I think was incredibly memorable, is somehow I convinced 23 of my family members to fly over to Israel to watch me miss shots in various gyms all throughout the country of Israel, and none of them had been to Israel before. So just for that reason alone, we got 22 more people to turn around and visit Israel. I played with guys who were basketball guys, okay? And when they went over there, it was all gonna be about basketball, okay? We're gonna kick their butts, okay? And over the course of 2 weeks, getting involved in what was going on in Israel, I saw them kind of realize that they were Jews. And basketball was just the vehicle that got them over there and kind of got them in touch with their feelings, okay? And then they came back, more committed Jews. My father was a huge basketball fan. First generation Jew, his parents were Russian, came over here. So he grew up in Dayton, Ohio. And when you grow up in middle America and your parents have a big accent and they speak Yiddish at home, okay, you're looking for whatever way you can to try to identify being an American. And for Dad, it was sports, and particularly it was basketball. So we grew up as a huge basketball fan family, okay. My father was a big supporter of Israel, had never been to Israel, supported Israel, was very philanthropic about it. But he was always too busy. You know, I can't go to Israel, there's a lot of things going on, I can't get over there. So when I made the team, I said, you gotta go, okay? I mean, you gotta go watch me play over there, okay? So we dragged him, literally dragged him over there, and I think it really changed him. The Maccabiah was perfect. It was Jewish athletes. He knew they were all Jewish, okay? So we always followed them. From the very beginning, followed them, okay? And was so proud of any athlete that had a Jewish background. It was like he had done it, you know, because he was a Jew and that guy was a Jew, yeah. He would always look around to see if he could support athletes. Maybe it was a scholarship to get them to go to Israel. Okay, I think he understood, okay, that there's all kinds of ways to be Jewish. You can be Jewish by being a rabbi, okay? You could be Jewish by having your parents be Jewish, never having done one thing Jewish in your whole life, and go over to Israel and have that opportunity to see the wall, to see our heritage, to see the Holocaust Museum, and come back so proud of the fact that you were Jewish. And the Maccabiah was perfect. He was a sports guy, and the Maccabiah is a sports organization, so it worked out perfectly for him. My father would have loved to have gone to this event, okay? He would have loved to have been around the other Jewish athletes. He always loved talking to them and kind of getting into their heads and figuring out how they were. He would have loved that, okay? And at the end of the day, he would love the fact that it's a fundraising event, money's gonna be raised, and it's gonna be put towards a good cause.